know there are several ways you can get permanent resident in Australia for people that are over 45 years. If you're over 45 years and you want to move to Australia, there are various visas that you can move to Australia if you're over 45 years. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Uche. Here I share tips on how you can move to Australia and how you can live, strive in Australia. So when I come back, I'm going to be sharing the visas you can come to Australia with if you're over 45 years. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, guys. Like I mentioned, there are various ways you can get permanent residence in Australia if you're above 45 years. And I'm going to be mentioning those visas that can bring you here. And don't forget, you can come with your dependent as well. Number one visa I'm going to be talking about today is DAMA visa. DAMA is called Designated Area Migration Agreement. This DAMA visa that I'm talking about allows employers or business owners from a designated regional area in Australia to sponsor you. For you to be able to get a DAMA visa, you need to find a business owner in a specific designated regional areas. And one thing about this visa as well is it allows people over 45 years but under 55 years to come to Australia. What you need to do is to be searching out businesses that are in the designated regional area of Australia that can sponsor you under this DAMA visa. Then you can come and work for them. Once your visa is approved, you can come with your family and you can work and get your permanent residence under this DAMA visa. I'm going to be leaving the link for all these visas I'm going to mention here today, so you can go back and check them. All of them are in Home Affairs website. One more thing I need to mention about this DAMA visa is that it has a whole lot of occupations that you can nominate from. So all you need to do is go to the Home Affairs, search DAMA, or using the link that I said I'm going to leave here, and see all the designated areas that you can find DAMA, and also check the occupations for each state to know if your occupation is there. If you can find your occupation there, then you need to start looking for a job in those designated regional areas. Number two visa that can bring you to Australia if you're over 45 years is the famous 482 temporal visa. If you want to come with this visa, remember that it's a temporal employer's visa, meaning that an employer in Australia needs to sponsor you, and this temporal visa is a 4 years visa that allows an employer in Australia to bring you in, whether you're in or outside Australia, to work for them up to 2 years. For this 482 visa, there is no specific age on it. So you're free if you're over 45 years to actually apply for this 482 visa if you can find an employer in Australia that will sponsor you and your occupation is also in the occupation list. Remember that this is a temporal visa. For you to access permanent resident visa with this 482, you need to transit to 186. 186 is also an employer-sponsored visa. However, 186 comes with a permanent residence. For you to transit to 186 is not that easy. If you want to do that and you're over 45 years, you need to earn above high income threshold. And this high income threshold normally changes every July, because every July is our financial year. It can change from what it is now, which is 167,500 Australian dollars. This is what you need to earn for you to be able to qualify as someone that is above 45 years to transit to 186 visa. So if you know you earn such money and you have been working for your employer for up to 2 years, you can actually transit from 482 visa to 186 visa. The amount that I mentioned can increase yearly based with inflation. The amount you're seeing here might be different from the amounts you might see next year. So this is an opportunity for anyone that is over 45 years that want to come in with the 482 visa and they know that they are going to meet this, or they're already meeting this threshold to apply for permanent residence. Before I continue, have you guys subscribed to my channel? If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Subscription is free of charge. Just click on the bell there so you'll be notified anytime I post any video. And also please share my video out. Help YouTube to push out the video for wider audience that need this information. So let us go back to our visas. The third visa that I'm going to mention today is the Global Talent Visa. Visa is for individuals who have exceptional talent and an achievement in a specific targeted sectors. So those sectors are like digital tech, agro-tech, healthcare, education, and so on. You can check out this visa out as I'm putting the link in the description box. The standard for this visa is that you can apply for this visa till the age of 55. So if you know that you have a skill that is targeted to what Australia is looking for, Global Talent Visa is another visa that you can come to Australia with if you're over 45 years. So the next visa I'm going to talk about is Partners Visa. If you're in a relationship with anyone that is a permanent resident or a citizen of Australia, the person can actually bring you to Australia and you only apply for a Partners Visa. All you need to do is to show the genuine relationship, because of course they will ask for some documents to prove that both of you are in relationship. And once this visa is granted, you will have your permanent residence. There is no age limit and there is no English language required for this particular visa. So the next visa I'm also going to talk about is significant investors visa. If you know that you're into business and you want to come to Australia to live and you're looking for a visa that can grant you that, why not look at significant investors visa? For you to qualify for this, you need to have up to 5 million Australian dollars for that investment, and it has to be an approved investment as well. So there is no language test, there is no age limit. It doesn't matter if you speak English or not, as long as you have such money and you have a genuine investment that you want to do here in Australia, you can use this visa to get a permanent residence. And also there is no age limit to the investors visa. So the final visa that I'm going to talk about today is parent visa. If your child is a permanent resident or a citizen of Australia and they want to bring you over as a parent, they can actually bring you under this parents visa, but the parents need to meet the test called balance of family test. It's just the common test questions that they will ask the parents. They need to pass it before this visa can be approved for your parents. There has been a long awaiting time for this particular visa, so have that in mind, that if you're applying for this particular visa for your parents, it's going to take a longer time. And also there is no English language requirements, there is no age restriction. The visas that you can come to Australia with if you're over 45 years. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to share, like, and leave a wonderful comment. Till I see you guys in my next video.